Here we have another application problem, that is to understand the transformations for exponential functions. Okay. Now question number 23, it says complete the chart. We have to write the base here, image, this is the transformed function, okay, whose base is to be written here, and description of the transformation should go there. And then you have to write domain and range, okay. Now make a note of this, try to answer your question, and then move on further. Now what is the base here? So the base of the function is 4, correct? So we can say base function is y equals to 4 to the power of x. So that is your base function. And this is a transformed function. To write its transformation, I should actually write it with factored form, right? So I can write this as 4 to the power of, I should factor out 2 from here, right? And then when I do that, we get x plus 3 minus 6. Is that okay? Now this will help us to give us a correct transformation. If we don't factor, then we'll get horizontal translation wrong. Do you see that? That is very important. Now transformation. So transformations you can explain. While explaining transformation, you should move from left to right. So from left, if you move here, then this is horizontally compressed by a factor of half, right? So we say horizontally compressed by a factor of 1 over 2, right? Which is half. Is that okay? That is the first translation. And then we have horizontally translated 3 units to left. Correct? And the last one is a vertical translation. This vertical translation of how much? 6 units. 6 units down. Is it okay? Now domain and range, correct? Now if you see, basically what is happening to your graph is that it moves 6 units down. Therefore, well, the domain is all real numbers for your exponential function, correct? So domain, we should always write domain is x belongs to real numbers, right? There are no restrictions here. As far as the range is concerned, you know, range is restricted because for the base function, it cannot be, it is always positive, right? It cannot be 0 or less. Therefore, but here what has happened is that we moved 6 units down. Therefore, the range is y belongs to real numbers where y is greater than minus 6. Do you see that? Because it has the horizontal asymptote moved 6 units down. Correct? Now let's look into the next one. The base is 2 to the power of x and it's got reflection in x-axis. That means that part becomes, okay, reflection, that means minus, right? 1 unit left and 4 units up. Okay, so we can write this transform function as y equals to reflection on x-axis. That means vertically, right? So it's a minus, right? 2 to the power of, shift 1 unit left, so it is x, 1 unit left will make plus 1, correct? And 4 units up, that means plus 4. Is it okay? Like this. Now here again, we can always write domain is x belongs to real numbers, correct? And the range is minus means it reflects downwards. This is interesting. It is going downwards from 4, correct? So it is y belongs to real numbers where y is less than 4, positive 4, because it is reflected on x-axis. Is that okay? If you are finding it difficult, try to sketch it on the side and then write down the details. I hope you understand. Even otherwise, as an exercise, I will appreciate that you try to sketch the graph. Okay, so for you problem, sketch the above transform function. Okay, and practice. This is basically for your practice. If you do better here, you're bound to do very well in your test. Okay, all the best. Thank you. Let's move on.